morning, everyone. My name is Gingy, and it's time for Pilates with Gingy at Mind Body Wellness Pilates here in Danville, Virginia. Today we're going to be doing the TRX, and some of you might not have some TRX at home, but you can actually order a home unit TRX on Amazon, and it normally would look, it's a little bit narrower, and it's made for a home unit, and it also has a door attachment, which I don't have right now. But in the meantime, I am using this loop to wrap around my tower or my Cadillac, and I'm going to be demoing a few TRX series for your home workout. So first, we're going to kind of warm up, and I love to warm up facing away from the TRX. And from here, I'm just going to step my feet back, and then from here, I'm just going to releve and then reach my arms forward and just warming up my back muscles, warming up my shoulders, warming up my legs. And you'll notice I won't do so much reps, so I can give you lots of variations. Maybe I'll stick with 6 reps today or 8. Now on my last count, I'm going to come back to center, drop my heels, step my foot forward. Now, as you can see, I'm reaching my left heel all the way down, and I'm coming into lunge. I want to make sure my knee is in line with my ankle, and I'm going to start to bring my opposite arm towards my opposite leg, and I'm going to reach my arm across, and this is going to give me a nice psoas stretch, and I come back to center. I'm going to keep my arms forward. I'm going to try to stretch the opposite direction, finding the plant in my spine. I'm going to step that foot back. I'm going to step the other foot forward. Again, I'm reaching my right heel down so I can stretch my calf. I'm pressing my arms down so there's no slack on my straps. I'm going to reach my opposite arm towards my opposite leg, and my other arm of the same leg, my right arm, my right leg, they're going to really find some traction. And I'm going to give my right hip flexor and psoas a big hip opener stretch. And come back to center. Okay, we're going to turn around. We're going to do pretty much a basic squat. So I think I might have to readjust a little bit. There you go. And that way you can see me. So we're going to do a little bit of a basic squat. And I'm going to bring this a bit so I'm not too far back. So to adjust, it's kind of like a seat belt. So from here, I'm going to keep it closer to me. I'm going to just squat down and squeeze the elbows by my rib cage. So if you look at my knee, it's in line with my ankles, and my spine is upright. I'm using my body weight, and I'm lifting my toes because I'm shifting my weight into my heels. And as I lift up, I'm pulling my abs in and reaching my elbows back, working the postural muscles. As I said, we're going to do 8 counts today, and my body's not as warmed up yet. So let's go for 2 more. And the last count, I come all the way up. Okay. I open the legs a little wider. Second position, it's kind of like a sumo squat. Just step back a little bit more. I'm going to turn my knees out. Again, I'm trying to stretch out my thighs. And this is more like a light workout than we normally do for our regular TRX class, because this is an in-home TRX workout. And you can intensify it by giving yourself a few more reps, or you can start to lift your heels up. You can strengthen your ankles and challenge your balance. Let's go for another 4. Pulling the abs in first 3, last 2, and 1 more. Now I'm going to stay here. I'm going to lift my heels up like a ballerina, pressing the elbows by my rib cage. I'm going to pulse an inch up and an inch down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew, that was a booty burn. So I'm just going to extend my arms forward as I stretch from side to side. Wherever my bent knee is, I'm going to sway my arms in that direction. So I'm cage. I'm going to cross my right leg behind my left leg. I come up. We cross lunge and come up. And again, if you're used to coming to my class, it's quite more intense because it's a home program. We're going to kind of make it nice and light so you can still walk. Let's go for another 4. Curtsy. First 3. Last 2. Last 1. Now we're going to stay here in curtsy. An inch up and an inch down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your right foot next to your left foot. Right, curtsy to the other side. Cross and lift. Cross lunge for 2. Really tighten your abs. Draw the elbows by your ribcage. You're still working the postural muscle. The last thing we want to do is bow forward. You want to make sure you feel your back muscles. Let's go for another 3. Last 2. And 1 more. I'm going to cross lunge again. An inch up and an inch down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Ooh, wait. Now I'm going to cross one leg over the other. That's going to help me stretch my back and also stretch my glute. And then I switch leg. I stretch again, cross the other leg. Make sure you switch sides. Okay, we're going to do one last leg work. And we're going to try to balance. So it's almost like your warrior 3. Okay? You're going to extend your right leg out. Instead of reaching your right heel back, point your toes. Now push your shoulder blades back. Press your palms down on your strap. You tap and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we have another leg. We're going to balance again. We're going to come to warrior 3. We're going to point your toes, hips square. Reposition yourself before you start. We tap and lift for 10. 9, as you breathe, pull the abs in, hips square. You can even soften your right knee if you need to. Let's go for another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Ooh, wait. I tell you, the balancing leg, really, that's your stabilizer. Whereas as you notice, I'm not rounding forward, I'm sitting up tall, I'm dropping one knee down, so this is your figure 4 stretch. Always pay attention to your postural muscles and your posture. Just don't collapse into your stretches. Oh, that's very cardiovascular. Okay, our next series is we are going to do arm series. So we're going to work the lats and press arms down. And again, lats and then in control. If this is too challenging, you can step 1 foot forward, but don't use your legs. The legs there just kind of help you balance. But as you notice, I'm not sticking my booty out. I'm kind of tucking that pelvis. I'm scooping that pelvis in, squeezing my inner thighs. So it's kind of like a Michael Jackson, climb forward, like out. Now I'm going to stay here. I tricep. 2. We'll go to 3, 10 counts. And again, if this is quite intense, you can always step that foot forward. As you can see, I'm lifting that left heel. That way, I'm not putting all my weight on my leg. I'm still using my triceps. Oh wait, that's 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Where is tricep? There's bicep. Okay, so bicep, you can stay here, you lean back, and pull yourself into that bicep. Again, you can see me lifting my toes up as I plant back out. You can always step 1 foot forward to kind of assist you. And notice, keep that ribcage from popping open or sticking your abs forward. Really get that ribcage, really work on your core. Tighten sure if both feet are together, you're tucking that pelvis, you're using your body weight. Make sure you breathe, tighten the abs, make sure you don't splay the rib cage open, tighten everything. Last 3, 2, and 1 more. Ooh, wait, let's bring your arms behind you. I'm gonna walk forward for a stretch. I'm just gonna lean forward to give myself that stretch. I step back, and I switch. Now, we're gonna do standing obliques. So you're gonna put one of your strap through the triangle. So you're gonna see me putting it through the triangle. Now, you can double it or just do it this way. We're gonna do obliques. So I'm first gonna look towards my tower, walk my legs a little closer together. I'm gonna pivot and squeeze the inner thighs. I'm gonna drop my hip and lift. You notice my arms are over my head. To intensify, go a little closer to the tower and you're gonna go a little lower. Got another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Ooh, to the other side. Great oblique work. First, face your tower, open the legs, hip width distance, pivot towards the window, or to the opposite side. Now drop that hip. Now if that's easy, start to walk your feet closer to the tower. That's going to give you more range of motion, make it more challenging for your obliques. Again, if this is too intense, then walk back out. So let's go for another 4. Last 3, 2, and 1 more. Ooh, wait. To finish out for today, we are going to do a golfer's stretch. So remember in the beginning, we were lunging right and left. This time we're going to start to bring your arms over. Make sure there's no slack. So when I pivot to the left, I'm going to start to pivot my legs. I'm going to open up my chest to give my chest a nice stretch. And I come back in, go slow. I pivot the arms to the other side, and I slowly pivot my feet as well to get that big stretch. You can do another round of those, but for time purposes, I'm going to kind of finish up in here. We're going to do a standing cat. We're going to roll forward, and then stick my booty out into flat back. I'm going to round my back and stretch my lower back. Then I'm going to extend my spine and glide my shoulder blades back down for a nice thoracic extension. Round the back again, lumbar flexion. Push your chest forward, thoracic extension, and 1 more. Curl all the way up. And, well, that concludes our little TRX home workout. If you have any questions, you can always write down in the comments, and I hope you get to practice your TRX at home. Thank you.